Hey, how's it going? I'm going to be doing a quick review of the Midas DM12. I just picked this up as a replacement for a Mackie Pro FX 12. That came up with a couple dead channels, and I figured I'd give this a shot. I looked it up on YouTube, and I didn't see any videos, so I figured I would put a little slideshow up here for people to take a look at of the actual product. This is going to be kind of an overview video. I can't officially say that it's a review video. I have not got a chance to put it through its paces. It's a pretty standard mixer. I mean, the price point for this thing, it's $250 retail. I'm not sure it can be beat. I mean, we're yet to see what the audio quality is like, but if there's not a ton of hiss on the channels, which I don't think there is going to be. I believe they use some Midas preamps, so it should be clean. But for $250, I believe this is a pretty strong contender in this market. I bought mine off of eBay for $200. It's a bit of a gamble. I say $50, but the item was shipped in the just the manufacturer's box. It had a couple dings and dents in it, so that's kind of disappointing. But the actual product was fine, so I'm sure everything will be 100%. So we're just gonna take a quick look at this. Just the channel strips and take a look at some of the outputs and some of the options on it. You've got 8 XLR inputs on all the mono input channels. Of course, you can go 1/4 inch on that as well. There's 1/4 inch inserts on all those channels. You got your gain knob and the EQ. You've got a sweepable mid, which is, I mean, it's pretty crucial. A lot of the mixers in this field, this price range, have they just have high, mid, low. So to have that sweepable mid that's a step up. Aux 1, aux 2. You've got 2 auxes there. Those are both pre or post fader selectable, which is pretty cool. Again, a lot of small mixers, they'll just allow you to choose pre or post on one of the channels. So you've got that on both these channels. You've got your pan knob, standard. Then you've got a PFL and a mute button, so you can get levels on your channels and mute them, and listen. Do like a monitor listen in your headphones for some of the channels with the PFL. The stereo channels, the 1/4 inch input channels, TRS input channels. On those channel strips, you've got your gain and you've got a 2-channel high and low EQ. It would have been nice if they just would have went all the way across with that sweepable mid, but you can't really complain for $200. Um, in the master section, you've got the phantom power. You've got a local monitor volume control and a headphone volume control. And the local monitor has a couple 1/4 inch outputs, so you can set up a couple booth speakers or second feed. You got your aux 1 out, aux 2 out, 1/4 inch sends. For the main outs, you've got XLRs and 1/4 inch inserts for that. And then you've got a RCA input and a record output RCA. I'm yet to figure out where the RCA input volume control takes place. I see you can monitor it, but I'm not sure there's a volume control for that, so I'll have to figure that out. But anyways, I would give this a solid recommendation so far. I mean, like I said, I haven't listened to it, but the build quality looks fairly solid. I'm going to have to say with something like this, you're definitely going to want a bag at the very least or a case. The knobs, like I said, the plastic looks a little bit more fragile than some of the other boards out there. Preferably, you'd have a hard case for this thing. You're probably going to spend as much money on the case as you are for the mixer. But it's what you got to do to keep the thing probably running solid. without getting banged up and having a potentiometer snap off and what have you. So yeah, that was my brief little rundown of this thing. I might post a update um, after I've had it out in use for a little while. Not so sure. Whatever. Just kind of putting it up there so you guys can take a better look at it. I know sometimes it's more helpful for people to watch a video than to just look at what dealers are putting up for pictures in the write up. Read through the whole write up. So yeah, I feel free to shoot questions on here. Um, Honestly, I probably won't respond to them. So maybe some of your fellow YouTubers will be able to answer your questions for you. And that's about it.